Okay. So, are you ready to go into hypnosis? Then take 2 long, deep, letting go breaths. And then just say to yourself, I'm ready to go into hypnosis. I am ready to go deeply into hypnosis. That's it. And you can just start bringing your awareness inside. Notice your breath coming in and your breath going out. And any sounds that you hear inside the room or outside, they will only help you to go deeper and deeper into hypnosis, as too does the sound of my voice. The sound of my voice will just help you to keep drifting and dropping deeper and deeper. That's it. As my voice and my words will drift with you to become a part of your experience now. And now just bring your awareness to your heart center, to the middle of your chest. And I want you to imagine breathing in and breathing out deeply through your heart center. Because when a person breathes in and out in this way, they start to automatically and quite naturally drop deeper and deeper with every breath you take, every word you hear, every rhythmic beat of your heart, allowing yourself to go all the way down, down, giving yourself permission to really enjoy this experience. That's it. Noticing you can take yourself deeper, as all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So just allow your unconscious mind to drop you all the way down. Allow your conscious mind to just float off a little bit. It can observe and record. Do all the analyzing later. Just allow yourself to keep drifting. That's it. Like you're having a doze on a Sunday afternoon. That's it. Now bring your awareness to your eyelids. And I want you to relax these muscles completely. Relax them so much so that you know they just don't work. That's it. It's an easy thing to do. Release all the tension now from your eyelids. That's it. And then once you've relaxed them so much so that you know they just don't work, I then want you to imagine that your eyelids are glued tightly shut with the universe's most powerful super glue just temporarily glued tightly shut. That's it. And then whilst imagining all of that, keep imagining it. And then just test out the eyelids and notice how heavy and stuck they feel. That's it. So now quit testing, relax those eyes even more and allow yourself to drop 5 times deeper with every breath you take. Every word you hear, every rhythmic beat of your heart. And this just shows you how powerful your unconscious mind is. In a moment, I'm going to count from 5 to 0. And you're going to get a sense of floating and falling deeper and deeper with every breath and every word you hear. And when you fall through that 0, you're going to fall and float into a mystical, magical place, the perfect place for you to make the changes today. With each number I say from 5 to 0, you're going to get the sense of floating through or past the numbers, allowing your unconscious mind to take you all the way down, down, down. So as you get ready to float and fall deeper, and 5 as you drop and you drift going down, down. 4 as you just let go of any expectations. 3 as you allow your unconscious mind to take you all the way down, down, down. 2, 1 as you drift and you drop towards that 0, and then as you get the sense now of falling through the 0 into a mystical place, a magical place, the perfect place for you today. And now in this mystical, magical place, whatever the issue is that's been bothering you most, whatever's been troubling you, maybe a bad habit, an addiction, smoking, drinking, food. Maybe it's been a relationship you've been having problems with. Maybe it's a feeling, anxiety, depression, anger. Whatever has been bothering you, troubling you most the last few days, the last few weeks, the last few months, just get a sense of that issue now. And as you get a sense of that issue, whatever it is, I want you to allow now your imagination, your wonderful unconscious mind, to make this issue into an image, a visual representation of your problem, the thing you're stuck on, whether an emotion, whether a habit, whether a person, whether a job, whatever it is. Just allow now your wonderful imagination to create a visual representation of your issue. Allow it to materialize, to form in front of you. And sometimes this image can look like a monster, a scary monster. Sometimes it looks like a cartoon character. Sometimes it looks like an animal, a wild animal, or a domestic animal. Sometimes it looks like a person, a famous person from a movie. It can be anything. It could be a shape, could be an image. Just get a sense now of this visual representation, and this is your problem, whether it's an addiction, a feeling, a person, whatever it is. And now get a sense of just floating away from this image. You can see this image, notice the colors, notice the shapes, notice the textures of this visual representation of your problem. Stick a label on that problem, whether it's addiction, whether it's emotion, whatever the problem is, just name it in a couple of words. Anxiety, phobias, fears, whatever it is, habits. Just label, stick a big label. Almost like you're sticking one of those big white sticky labels. You can stick it on this image in front of you. It won't harm you. You're totally safe today. So now, I want you to imagine just floating around it, almost like you've got superpowers, and you're now just flying around, floating around this image, this problem. You're flying above it, you're flying behind it. Just get a sense and just do this as best you can. Remember, your unconscious mind is a superpower, and today you're a superpower too. So as you look at this image, you start to notice it differently. You start to see it's not quite as powerful as you thought. You start to see it from a higher perspective, a wiser perspective. And you allow now that deep, wise voice that we all have inside of us. Some call it our soul essence. Some just call it that wiser, deeper voice. There's a wiser, deeper part of you that is brave, that is fearless, that is calm, confident, and composed and clear-minded. We all have this part that lives deep inside of us, but it often gets covered up by all the rubbish that happens in life. But today, this wiser part of you is coming through into your mind now. And now as you sense this wiser part of you, this strength starts to fill your mind and your body. And as you look at that problem, you start to see ways, sense ways of overcoming it. You realize now that you had the resources within inside of you. And now you realize now that you are growing and becoming bigger and bigger. And you notice your problem, this image now, is starting to shrink in front of you. Whatever that image is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And you realize now this problem's getting less and less and less. And as this problem shrinks, it's now standing in front of you. And it only comes up to about maybe your knee. It's much, much smaller than you now, this problem. And you walk up to this once scary image or whatever it was, and you just pat it on their head. And you notice this visual image of your problem just looking back at you, wondering what you're going to do next, realizing now that you have the power. So, as you listen to that wider, deeper voice inside of you, in a moment, you are going to transform that image into something completely different. Even though it's much smaller, we're going to transform it now into something much, much easier. So you'll be able to walk over this problem. Now you can transform it into whatever you want. You can transform it into a bed of flowers. You could transform it so that it explodes or disappears. You could do whatever you need. You can even have a javelin or something, and you can throw it at the image in front of you. You could do whatever you want to it, because you have the power now. And you sense this wiser, deeper voice now. Now, in a moment, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, abracadabra. And you are then going to, boom, do whatever you need. You're going to throw your hands out. And as you do, the magic spell, the abracadabra, is going to go over this image and transform it into something which means it's never going to be an issue for you again. So get ready to transform your life to be totally free from this problem once and for all. As you get ready to throw your hands out and transform this problem into a completely new image, an image that lets you know that this problem is gone. So 3, 2, 1, and boom, abracadabra. And you see this image now transform before you into something wonderful, for something that doesn't bother you at all. And now you just walk over that old issue. You walk over it, past it, and you now walk into your new future. You now start walking into your new future, floating, running, skipping into your new future. You now see a full-length mirror in front of you, of you in that mirror, totally free from this problem, feeling happy, feeling excited, feeling calm, confident, courageous, noticing that wise voice inside of you is always there now. And as you look at that mirror of you totally free from that problem, you notice your breathing is calmer, your body language is relaxed and upright. You notice your beliefs have totally changed now. And as you want to be free from this problem, step into that mirror now. And as you step into that mirror, you step into that new body, that new way of being. And you now float off totally free from this problem. And the harder you try and find that old problem, the further away it goes. And I don't know whether it be a week from now, a day from now, 20 years from now, when you suddenly realize you've been thinking about something else completely different, and this problem just went away right here, right now. As you realize you have all the resources you need to resolve this. As you realize today something has shifted and lifted, finally resolved and dissolved. So in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. You're going to open your eyes. And you're going to feel wonderful. As your unconscious mind now makes all these changes for you at a molecular, cellular and a neurological level, and does them in such a way that your conscious mind can fully accept. Only then will you be able to open your eyes. So 1, as you start coming back to reality. 2, bringing a new reality. 3, free from any of those negative beliefs or negative habits. 4, feeling a wonderful force of energy flowing through you, a new vibrant energy flowing through you. 5, feeling glad to be alive. 6, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes as everything goes back to normal. 7, feeling like heaven. 8, you're great. 9, you're divine. And as you get to the top, big stretch and a smile. Welcome back to the room. Right. So, over the next few days, the next few nights, the next few seconds, you're going to start noticing these changes. So, really hope that helped. And yeah, leave your comments or give me a message and let me know how that went. My name's Danny, and good luck. Hope that helps.